So what is possibly brewing, or is this something happening behind the curtains at TMC? And why we have from our sources is very important, remember. Let's take a look at this. Is also as much not only hierarchy, but a sort of shift and clash of energies when it comes to the political life. Nephew Abhishek Banerjee, who's close to Mamata Banerjee but also has a stronghold in political decisions of the party, has done a no-show at Chief Minister Mamata's rallies. Remember the rallies that were recently done? He hasn't been seen anywhere really in public, especially at a time like this in Bengal. Now, Abhishek Banerjee appears to have sought an immediate suspension of Dr. Sandip Ghosh, who is facing charges of extortion, corruption and a cover-up by Mamata Banerjee's government. Abhishek Banerjee has objected, according to our sources, to the fresh posting of Dr. Sandip Ghosh. Why was he simply transferred? Why not just make him stand out, sit out for a while there is so much anger against him as well? Abhishek Banerjee appears to have thought, and he's a young neta, remember, compared to Mamata Banerjee, who's had her share of political experience and fighting in political corridors. He believes that Chief Minister did not take strict, strong action that could be seen by the public at large. And that's the reason the TMC MP is batting for a ruthless approach in the case to at least appear that against rape, against the sort of society that there has been, or the sort of corruption that was allowed, and that should not be accepted by any leadership. Abhishek Banerjee called the cops after vandalism, unlike the Chief Minister. This is very interesting. Remember, those close to Abhishek Banerjee believe that the cops were called up by Abhishek Banerjee when it should have been the Chief Minister of the office to take stringent action to not let this continue. And it was Abhishek Banerjee, who's also the General Secretary of the party. All of this, remember, appears the fact that is there something brewing? Is she giving him that position to go ahead and manage the affairs? Or Mamata Banerjee wouldn't be too happy that there is a clash and that he believes that there should have been a different approach, a stronger, stricter approach when it comes to at least rape and murder cases. So there I want to bring in Indrajit Kundu for the latest on that. Indrajit, can I say here that it's very interesting, you and I have enough political reporting experience to know that those close to Abhishek Banerjee are also putting forth a certain view to the masses to say, look what he has done, look what he believes in, and that he's not okay. He's not okay with the kind of approach that was taken by Chief Minister's office.
Well, Pooja, if you see the last public social media post by Abhishek Banerjee, this was on, well past midnight on the 14th of August. That's when the vandalism of Arjikar Hospital was taking place, and Abhishek Banerjee, in a very unlikely manner, for the first time, posted on social media saying that he had spoken to the police commissioner as a public representative, and he has instructed him to rush to the spot and ensure everybody involved in the vandalism is arrested within 24 hours. And he had openly condemned that incident. He was the first, Trinamool Congress top leader to do that so fast, almost instantly, because that was the night when, hundreds of women were out on the streets as Reclaim the Night program. All the television channels were showing that live. And then suddenly there was this massive attack on the Arjikar Hospital. That didn't go well, and Abhishek Banerjee could sense the public mood. And the fact that Abhishek Banerjee, for the first time, wrote on social media that he had instructed the Kolkata Police Commissioner, that was something off, because Abhishek Banerjee has always stayed away from government programs, from governance. He had left the administration and the governance to his aunt, Mamata Banerjee, and he was specifically, confining himself to the operations of the Trinamool Congress party. That most observers felt was very odd, and that many believe was a trigger point between Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee, so much so that Abhishek Banerjee, within his close circles, we are given to understand from Trinamool Congress sources, had expressed his unhappiness in the way this entire Arjikar case has played out, yes, and the way the West Bengal government has handled it. There's more to be asked for. As far as Abhishek Banerjee is concerned, sources tell us that he's clearly miffed with the way the West Bengal government has handled the entire situation. And now the big part is that after Abhishek Banerjee's tweet on 14th night, where he instructed the Kolkata police, and then the Kolkata police did swing into action, and more than 30 people have been detained, arrested with regard to the vandalism case. What we have also understood is that the media management that was done by the Trinamool Congress as a party, that media management is being used to be done from Abhishek Banerjee's office. That is no longer being done. And
Interesting.
once again, the reins has been taken over by Mamata Banerjee at that point in time. An old guard like Subrata Bukshi, who is the state president of the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, he has been entrusted with dealing with the media, be it national, state level media, and the entire onus of running the media cell of the Trinamool Congress, that has been shifted from Abhishek Banerjee to
Clearly, from what you're telling us,
Mamata Banerjee's
Indrajit,
loyalists,
that a
Subrata
lot
Bukshi.
is brewing. Now, whether this is a clash of perhaps a younger politician and an experienced politician, or is this about political ambitions here? But definitely, there is a certain difference in opinion that has come in from the top leadership of the Trinamool Congress. I leave it to the viewer to decide who do you think has put out a better approach when it comes to a case like rape and murder in a hospital. Indrajit, thank you very much for now. So there is politics and there is the protest that's on the ground. But then there's also the probe angle that we have to look at. The investigation into this case is taking to different dimensions. The CBI will be submitting their report to the court. But CBI has, remember, been also questioning Dr. Sandip Ghosh. It's been a week now that they have consistently questioned him, and that's not it. Does CBI have a lead they are looking at? Look at this. They are questioning his driver. They are tracking the vehicle's movements. They are examining even Dr. Sandip Ghosh's car. And that is to focus on whether this principal knew more about what happened in the hospital. Additionally, Kolkata police, meanwhile, are investigating Dr. Ghosh for alleged financial irregularities. And the pressure has been that Dr. Surita Paul, along with the current hospital superintendent and head of chest department, have been removed from their positions following the student protests. You're looking at CISF personnel, and that's for a reason. Around 150 CISF personnel have been deployed at Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College. Supreme Court will hear the Kolkata case today, where the CBI is expected to submit an interim report of the investigation.